Hi there, crawlers of the interwebs. Dennis from World Weird Web here. Do you love haunted houses, ghosts, spirits and things of that nature? Well then you're in for a treat. We are going to look at the top 10 scariest haunted houses and castles in the world. It's a two-part series, so watch out for the link to part 2 in the description below. Which haunted house or castle is your favorite? Let us know in the comments below. Let's see if this video will give you goosebumps. Enjoy! Number 1. Château de Brissac, Maine-et-Loire, France. Dubbed as the Giant of the Loire Valley, this is the highest castle in France, boasting 7 floors, 204 rooms, numerous portrait galleries, and a private opera house which seats 200 people. It was a fortress built by the Counts of Anjou in the 11th century and King Louis XIII dropped by in 1620. The most active ghost is La Dame Verte, Green Lady, who was apparently the illegitimate child of King Charles VII and was later murdered by her husband in the chateau in the 15th century after he caught her having an affair. She is often seen in the tower room of the chapel, wearing her green dress, with gaping holes where her eyes and nose should be. When not startling guests by her appearance, she can be heard moaning around the castle. The Château is a popular hotel that hosts special events such as a Christmas market and tastings of the well-regarded wines, produced from its own vineyards. Guests who are brave enough to stay overnight enjoy rooms lavishly decorated with period furniture. Number 2. Monte Cristo Homestead, New South Wales, Australia. A late Victorian mansion, with intricate cast-iron lattice work, built by wealthy landowner Christopher William Crawley in 1876. Reputedly Australia's most haunted house. So what about the ghosts? There's the young child who was dropped down the stairs, the maid who fell from the balcony, or the stable boy who burned to death. The most active, however, is the ghost of the son of the caretaker who was found curled up next to the dead body of his mother and chained up for 40 years. The house currently operates as a B&B, offering dinner followed by a ghost tour where you can learn all about its gruesome past. Those who dare can spend the night in the haunted homestead. Number 3. Bhangarh Fort, Rajasthan, India. The ruins of a fort city built in the 17th century, Bhangarh Fort consists of fort walls, bazaars, havelis, royal palaces, and numerous temples, with 3 grand stories you can explore. But do not be fooled by the beauty of these ruins, as they are ranked as the most haunted fort in India. And what about the ghosts in this place? A wizard called Singir and a princess called Ratnavati who spurned his advances. Legend has it that the enchanted oil he hoped would make her love him turned into a boulder when she threw it away, and it crushed him. But not before he cursed the palace, condemning the inhabitants to death, without any hope of rebirth. Another story suggests a local ascetic cursed the fort because its shadow overpowered his property. And apparently, if anyone attempts to build a roof for the fort, it will collapse. Bhangarh Fort is now an archaeological site, known as the House of Ghosts. It is possible to hire a guide who can show you around the site and give you the details of its eerie past. Be sure to visit in daylight, as the fort is closed between sunset and sunrise, with locals convinced that anyone who spends the night amongst the ruins will never be seen again. Number 4. Myrtles Plantation, USA. Situated in the small town of St. Francisville, northwest of New Orleans, is the mansion of Myrtles Plantation, bordered by a 125-foot veranda. The stained glass front door leads into a grand foyer displaying a huge French crystal chandelier. What tormented souls walks this hallways? With 10 people being murdered in the mansion itself, it's no surprise there have been so many reported ghost sightings, the most famous of which is Chloe, who had her ear cut off by her lover. She wears a green turban, peering intently at visitors while they're in bed, and has even appeared in a photograph. A more recent photo also shows another young girl, known as Ghost Girl, peering through the window of the house. More eerie sightings include a child bouncing on the beds, a soldier, a voodoo priestess, and the ghost of a previous owner who was shot in the chest has been heard staggering up the stairs where he died. Despite being known as the most haunted house in America, the plantation is now a pretty bed and breakfast offering 12 accommodations. Ghost tours are run from the site and you can choose between daily tours or the spookier and more popular evening tours. And soon a new restaurant on site will bring fresh, local food to visitors. Number 5. Dragsholm Slot. Denmark. Dragsholm Slot, or Dragsholm Castle, was originally built in 1215, making it one of the oldest castles in Denmark and reportedly the most haunted castle in all of Europe. In the 16th and 17th century parts of it were used to house prisoners of noble or ecclesiastical rank, and in 1694 it was rebuilt in a Baroque style. Here you'll find tons of ghosts and lost spirits. The castle is thought to be home to at least 100 ghosts, including the Earl of Bothwell, the husband of Mary Queen of Scots, who died as a prisoner in the castle. You may also see the White Lady wandering the halls, whose skeleton was found encased in a wall by builders in 1930. The castle has been transformed into a luxurious hotel with lavish rooms and a Michelin-rated restaurant serving locally sourced food. The hotel offers their own guided tour explaining the history of the building, but for a truly terrifying experience, book a ghost tour including a 2-night stay, a tour highlighting the spooky occupants, and dinner at the gourmet restaurant.